Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland joins us live for our monthly check-in, and Mayor, it coincides with the aftermath of the death of Tyre Nichols. And yesterday, you and the police chief, C.J. Davis, released a statement that the city will release body cam and/or dash cam video footage after the internal investigation is complete. When could that be?
Sure. Let me start off by saying government employees are different than other employees, private employers, where they can be disciplined, within a very short amount of time. You have to go through a process with government employees. The investigation was finished Saturday. Notices of violations were issued Sunday and Monday, and a hearing will be the end of this week, and that will be the end of the process.
Okay, so in Nashville, though, even when the TBI is involved, as it is here, police department usually releases body cam footage within hours like this. Why can't Memphis do that?
Well, our lawyers say we want to get our internal investigation done first, and whatever discipline that is, and then that opens the door. And in this case, we wanted to talk with the family, and we've been in conversations with their lawyer, and we're trying to set up a meeting early next week. And when those two things happen, then we will release all the video.
So right now, the timeline looks like you'll be able to release the video to the public next week?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have you seen the video of what happened to Tyre Nichols? And if so, what did you see?
I can't say exactly all the evidence I've seen, although I have not seen all of it. But it's a horribly tragic situation, there's no doubt. And I've been praying for this family ever since it first began.
Did you see any evidence of use of excessive force?
Obviously, I can't give my conclusions until after the hearing, because even though I'm not involved in the hearing, everyone involved in the hearing works for city government, and a court has oversight of that. And if an employee feels like they've been treated unfairly, they could appeal it to a court and reverse the punishment, if there is punishment. And any of my comments could play into that. So my lawyers have told me to keep my mouth shut until that hearing is over.
I understand that. Sunday, though, in the middle of a holiday weekend, you and the police chief sent out a release saying that the decision had been made to take, quote, administrative action against the officers involved. What are those actions? It's
a list of notices of violation of policy. Officer A didn't follow this policy. Officer B didn't follow this policy. And those notices of violations were done Sunday, given to the officers Sunday and Monday, and that hearing, an administrative panel of leaders in the Memphis Police Department will review it, and the officers have a chance to be in front of that panel and make their case if they want, and that group can issue punishment.
Have any officers been fired at this time?
You have to go through this process, so the hearing has not happened.
Okay.
And I don't know what the punishment will be, but it has to come from this board.
Yeah, and we're understanding there were 5 officers involved. Can you confirm that?
I can't even confirm that. I'm
gotcha.
sorry.
All right. So immediate action. You and the police chief both said immediate, but it came 8 days after the death of Tyre Nichols. That's not really immediate.
Well, it is in this world, because the process has to go through. What I told you, government employees are different than employees who work. If you work at this station, they can let you go or punish you within moments. You can't do that in government. You have to go through a process, and that process includes notices of violations, a thorough investigation, and an administrative hearing. All
right, Mayor, we've talked about all the nuts and bolts of this. We understand the video. We should be able to see the video next week after it goes through the process and the family sees it. Any words for the people in the community who are concerned about this, and a man who was stopped and by all accounts not someone who would confront police describing this as a confrontation, and then he's dead a few days later? Any words for the folks?
Well, I agree with whoever said that a traffic stop under normal situation should not end in tragedy like this. And we will this is the words to the public, and we will get the truth out there. The truth will get there. We will do our part, hopefully by next week, and then the criminal investigation, which is separate from the employment investigation that's going on now, that is being done by TBI, and if any charges are brought, those would be brought by the district attorney.
All right. Any last words for the family?
No, just I'm obviously praying for them. we've issued our condolences, and it's such a tragic law. I cannot imagine losing a child like this.
Yeah. Mayor, thank you so much. Mayor Jim Strickland joining us on this Wednesday morning.